It looked like a standard post-awards celebration, until eagle-eyed fans noticed something completely unexpected about the venue. A massive, luxury restaurant, completely empty except for two people. Taehyung and Jungkook didn't just go out for dinner after their historic win last night, they reportedly booked an entire private space just for themselves. And trust me, the subtle details left behind tell a much deeper story than anyone realized. Hello K-pop lovers! Welcome back to the Taekook Diary channel, our place to share warm moments and interesting stories about Taehyung and Jungkook that always make ARMY lose focus. The energy at the awards ceremony last night was absolutely electric. The massive win, the roaring cheers of the stadium, and the endless flashing lights created an unforgettable atmosphere. Jungkook and Taehyung were absolutely glowing on stage, looking proud and holding their trophy high. But as soon as the main cameras turned off, the real story began to unfold behind the scenes. While everyone expected them to head straight to the official, crowded industry after-party along with the rest of the celebrities, Taekook had a completely different and unexpected plan in mind for the night. Reports and subtle fan sightings quickly started circulating online about a highly exclusive, top-tier venue being completely shut down for a mysterious private reservation. ARMYs immediately went into full detective mode, trying to piece together exactly where the two youngest members vanished to after their big moment. This was a very highly secretive plan. The venue in question wasn't just any ordinary spot you could book on a whim. We are talking about a world-renowned, high-end establishment known specifically for hosting elite guests who demand absolute privacy and top-tier security. Sources close to the venue hinted that the entire dining room, which usually accommodates dozens of wealthy patrons, was completely blocked off for the evening. No other reservations were accepted, and the staff were reportedly sworn to strict confidentiality regarding their high-profile guests. This kind of luxury booking doesn't just happen randomly, it requires advanced planning, a massive budget, and a desire for complete isolation. For Taehyung and Jungkook to choose such a secluded, opulent setting right after a historic victory shows just how much they valued having an uninterrupted space together. Fans started sharing photos of the venue's exterior online, noting how unusually quiet and peaceful it was. Rumors quickly began to swirl that the booking wasn't handled by the agency's standard management team, but was instead requested through a much more private channel. This immediately sparked a massive wave of curiosity across social media platforms. Usually, when a major agency plans a celebration, it involves a large entourage of staff, managers, backup security, and often fellow artists or industry insiders. However, onlookers noted that the security presence at this specific restaurant was incredibly minimal but highly efficient, designed to keep a completely low profile rather than attract public attention. It was clear they wanted to slip away unnoticed and enjoy their time without the usual fanfare. Taehyung, known for his deep appreciation of fine dining, classic jazz, and elegant aesthetics, seemed to have picked the absolute perfect sanctuary to unwind. Both of them truly deserved this incredibly beautiful, quiet break. Just a few days before the big event, during a casual live broadcast, Jungkook had subtly mentioned wanting to celebrate a successful show with good food and a quiet, relaxed atmosphere. At the time, most fans thought it was just a passing comment about ordering room service or eating back at their hotel room. No one realized he was hinting at an exclusive, lavish dinner with Taehyung. This realization made the entire situation feel much sweeter and more intentional to the fandom once the pieces came together. It showed that despite their incredibly hectic schedules and the overwhelming pressure of global fame, they still prioritize these quiet moments to connect and ground themselves. Netizens quickly began analyzing their outfits from that night as well. Even though they had changed out of their heavy stage costumes, their casual attire still screamed high fashion and effortless elegance. Taehyung wore a coat, and Jungkook looked cool. As they were entering the venue, a lucky fan managed to catch a fleeting glimpse of the duo from across the street. It wasn't a loud or flashy moment, but rather a very gentle, supportive interaction that spoke volumes. Taehyung appeared to say something quiet that made Jungkook burst into his signature, bright laugh, a sound that warmth-loving fans can recognize instantly anywhere. Jungkook then lightly tapped Taehyung's shoulder, a familiar gesture of comfort and shared victory that they've shown throughout their many years together. In the high-stakes world of global music awards, where pressure is immense and every single move is scrutinized by millions, having someone who truly understands that heavy weight is irreplaceable. This brief interaction outside the restaurant perfectly captured the depth of their bond. It wasn't just about celebrating a trophy, it was about sharing a quiet sigh of relief after an incredibly great job. A subtle, anonymous post from an employee at the luxury venue began circulating on online forums, adding another fascinating layer to the story. The post didn't violate any privacy contracts, but it mentioned how incredibly polite, humble, and respectful the two global superstars were throughout their entire stay. According to the hint, they didn't act like demanding VIPs at all. Instead, they spent their time enjoying the curated menu, listening to the soft background music, and engaging in deep, earnest conversation. The staff member noted that the energy between them was incredibly calm and harmonious, a stark contrast to the chaotic, fast-paced world they usually navigate daily. This inside peek made ARMYs appreciate them even more, proving that their off-camera personalities are just as genuine as what we see on screen. It became clear that this private booking wasn't just about showing off luxury, it was a very true sanctuary. In the early hours of the morning, long after the restaurant had closed and the streets had gone quiet, Jungkook uploaded a simple, cryptic photo that drove the internet wild. It wasn't a standard selfie or a picture of their award trophy, but a close-up shot of a beautifully set table with two distinct glasses and a tiny glimpse of a familiar coat sleeve in the background. The overall aesthetic matched the luxury restaurant perfectly, confirming to fans that they had indeed shared that exclusive space together. The caption was incredibly brief, consisting of just a single emoji, but it spoke volumes to millions of fans watching around the globe. It was a silent acknowledgement of a beautiful night spent celebrating a massive achievement with someone who has been there since the very beginning of the journey. This small update felt like a private gift to the fans, a way of letting them into their world just a little bit. Truly amazing. It is moments like these that remind us why the bond between Taehyung and Jungkook is so incredibly special. They can conquer the biggest stages in the world, win the most prestigious awards, and yet, at the end of the day, all they want is a quiet space to share a meal and talk naturally. Their ability to stay so grounded and focused on each other amidst all the global madness is truly inspiring. But now, I want to hear from all of you in our amazing community. What did you think when you first heard about this exclusive private booking? Did you catch that subtle hint Jungkook dropped during his live stream earlier this week, or were you completely surprised by the late-night update? Let me know your thoughts and favorite theories in the comments section down below. If you loved this amazing story, hit like, subscribe to Taekook Diary, and turn on notifications so you never miss our deep dives. See you next time, stay safe and happy.